We're live.
Hello. Hello. We're a few seconds late because I realized just before going live that I was still listening through my speakers rather than my headphones. So I'm like, oh crap, I gotta do this and switch things up. And hello, everybody. We are two-thirds of the normal crowd you see here.
Mm-hmm.
Jen is away. It's her birthday. So happy birthday, Jen. And yeah. So in the interest of doing something a little different, we're gonna play Tails. Hopefully, you all have your Tails now and have and are playing it yourselves. And if
Mm-hmm.
not, go buy it. It is now up for pre-order on Amazon.
Yes.
Uh, its street date will be August
August
3rd.
3rd.
August 3rd, which also happens to be like the first or the second day of Gen Con. We will be selling it at Gen Con. So if you don't have it and you're going to a Gen Con, you can buy it there from
Mm-hmm.
us. But what am I saying? You folks all already have it, right?
Maybe.
If
Who
not,
knows? But
so
people on the internets after this might not.
yeah.
So we'll
So
see.
yeah.
We shall
Welcome
see.
everybody. We got a couple of new people,
Mm-hmm.
first time chatters. Welcome, welcome. And ooh, partner started painting up the party in the beer goat so we can show them off at a convention next month. Yes, people,
Woo.
these are, comes with minis. You can paint them.
Yep.
It's cool.
Paint those minis.
Where's Jeff and SamCon? I agree, Chop and
Yeah.
Stance. Like Jen gets it, but that's why we put Jen in charge of Gen Con, because it's her
Yeah.
name. It's
Yeah.
like her con.
I mean, admittedly, there's
Basically,
like, I've got a whole club devoted to me.
it's true. That is true. Although not on this coast.
Not on
Are
this
there
coast.
not on this coast?
Well,
Mm,
I mean, yeah, it depends on how you define. Like on a coast sharing the Pacific, because there is a Sam's Club in Hawaii. Because
Really?
I don't believe there are WalMarts in Hawaii, but there is a Sam's
Huh.
Club.
Interesting. Didn't know
Yeah,
that. Hmm. Good. We got everybody. We got all the regulars.
yeah.
Welcome, regulars.
There was a
Ask your. Sorry.
there was a heckin' ton of updates to various Kickstarters earlier this week. So if you've got
Yep.
questions, just ask them. That's why we are streaming today. In
It's
addition to
why we're
showing off
here.
Tails.
Green Mage says got my copy in the mail yesterday. So excited! I played the demo version last night with a friend. It thrashed us, and I'm wondering if we played it properly. Oh well, Green Mage, feel free to ask us questions. The demo version, you mean the first scenario or this beer goat one that we're about to play? Because you can start with either. We recommend playing this one in between scenarios 2 and 3. But if you
Mm,
played it, first or second or fourth, that you wouldn't be breaking anything if you did that.
yeah.
The
Well,
beer goat won.
yeah, you'll get to see if we get thrashed too.
So Green Mage, I think we mentioned this last week. It's balanced based on number of players, but a little bit lightly.
Yeah.
Meaning, as a result, 3 players is just about right. 4 players tends to be a little bit on the easy side, and 2 players tends to be a little bit on the hard side.
Yeah.
But you'll see, we're actually trying 2 player today. The last time I played this, I lost it at 2 player, but it's all about if you let the beer goat get away from you, yeah,
Yes.
you can go back.
It's an escort mission. If you allow the thing you're escorting to get ahead of you.
We've all suddenly seen that fail in the middle of the screen. It was like, but I
Yeah.
thought I was doing the thing. Oh no, turns out that guy got shot way over there.
Yes,
That
unfortunately you
we
can't shove the beer goat into a dumpster and tell it to
right.
stay there.
You can't put it in a corner so that it bumps, and can't
Uh,
track out of where it's supposed to go.
Anywho, let's see. Any questions in chat that I'm missing? Copper Forge is soon.
Number
Yes.
Forge, so soon. Yes,
Um,
everything, things went pretty well for manufacturing for that. So we said, hey, just let's ship it.
Send
And
it.
in the meantime, by managing to push that timing, we also are now gonna sell it at Gen Con as well. We typically try. We don't always succeed. We typically try to ship stuff to backers before selling it at Gen Con. We know people get a little antsy about that
Yeah.
sometimes, and the problem. So I'm sure you've all seen a company do this. We've actually done it ourselves once or twice. The problem is Gen Con sales can be such a big thing. It can be such a big percentage of a company's revenue that skipping it can be really bad. Now,
Hmm.
we've made an effort over the past couple of years at least to, to not do that,
Yes.
and to get things crammed out the door before the show.
Yes. But it
Anyway,
is really nice when Gen Con pays for itself. Because it's a really expensive thing to do. We've got, what, 800 square feet of between the two areas? No, it's 20.
no, we've got
We
we've
got
got
more
800
than
square feet in
in
the
one.
exhibit
Yeah.
hall. Yeah, so we got a 20 by 40 in the exhibit hall and like a
It's a 20 by
20 by
35 or
50
something
or
like that.
something like in the event hall space. We got a lot of stuff going on at Gen Con. So
Yeah.
come to Gen Con and come say hi to us
Yeah.
because we're running lots and lots and lots and lots of games.
So much stuff.
Chris Hollywood, will Copper Forge be demo or just regular Battle for Greyport? That's a Jen question. She's not here. I believe both. I believe it's,
Yeah.
hey, if you know Battle for Greyport and want to play Copper Forge, come and do that. If you've never played before, okay, then we're probably going to start them off with just Greyport. But again,
Yeah. And yes, Where's My Ride is indeed also shipping.
Yep.
And we'll be at the show. Y'all have a month to get your orders done for Red Dragon in 9. The Discord is asking, if there's a street date, and the answer is not until it's in my warehouse.
Yeah, no, we don't have any kind of dates for RDI 9 yet. It is in manufacturing.
Yes.
That's all. That's our story, and we're sticking to it. No, that sounds like we're lying. No, it is actually late in manufacturing, and will hopefully be getting on a boat pretty soon. But
Yes.
that doesn't mean things are imminent. There are still many things that can
Yeah.
go wrong.
I mean,
so.
there's a whole ocean of possibilities.
A whole literal ocean of possibilities. Tell the
All right,
people
what the heck
they
is
need
this
to know
thing?
about Tales.
This is the Tales from the Red Dragon Inn convention demo kit. It is what was in the envelope that was packed with Kickstarter backer rewards. It is I will say, 1/3 of a normal game of Tales. So the map is half as complex and the characters are half as complex. And it's mostly there to just show you what's going on. Tales from the Red Dragon Inn is our dungeon crawler for the Red Dragon Inn characters. You've set down your flagons and it's time to go kick some butt. In this case, the butt we're trying to kick are all of these guys that stole our beer goat. So I'm got a little summary over here in our to read to you. Wench's newfangled contraption, the beer goat, hasn't come back with
Beer goat.
Warforn's latest shipment of Dragon's Breath Ale. Collective gasp. We tracked the mechanical contraption to a Jolly Bandit hideout in the woods and snuck our way through the back door to retrieve it. However, it's gone a little haywire and woken up the drunks, so we have to fight our way through. The goal of the scenario is to rescue the beer goat by escorting it out the front door. We wanted to take it out the back door, but it had other plans. And we'll have discussions with Wrench about this later. For this scenario, we have 4 available characters to play as. If you are playing this at home, you can play with any of the 6 characters from the Red Dragon Inn. Tales from the Red Dragon Inn. We have Fiona the Fighter. I like to move and punch things. We have Deirdre the Priestess, who will not be appearing in this picture. She likes to defend her friends as a combat priest, so up in your face, doing AoE attacks like this. I need to actually swap over to here so I can make sure that y'all can see it. Doing AoE attacks, giving people shields, leaping into the fray, all sorts of fun stuff like that. We also have Zot the Wizard and Pookie over here. Zot's got a familiar, and the familiar likes to do fun stuff, mostly rip off the heads of the enemies. While you're throwing out fireballs and teleporting, and you have so a little bit more AoE anger stuff that you can throw around. And then Jeff will be playing as Gurky the Sneak, who is going to backstab
Gurky.
people. Each character in Tales from the Red Dragon Inn has unique combinations of abilities. For example, Gurky has the signature ability, Gurky's Backstab, which lets Gurky typically do extra damage with certain cards. I can use the magnifying lens. There we go. Backstab right there. Do extra damage with certain cards if Gurky has at least one of these situations set up for himself. Usually, attacking things that are distracted.
You'll notice there are actually there are 2 things on this, whereas in your copy of Tales there are actually 3.
Yes.
The third one. So the third one can't actually happen in this version of the scenario.
No, it cannot. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get these guys out of here.
Gurky would like to also point out that the beer goat counts as a figure friendly to Gurky.
Oh, yes. We will be diving into some of that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and lock this stuff just so that I'm a little more centered to the board. So, hey, Yep.
Question. So for 2-player, do we use the half turns or not? Okay. So for the demo, we don't bother. In a 2-player demo, this is built so that you don't have to use the 2. Now, if you have this and you want to do the half turns, great. You'll make it a little easier on yourself, So that's up to you.
It is up to you. But for the demo, we don't bother it, because in the demo you get a bonus turn that's before any of the bad guys do. So I front load your half turns basically. Yeah. So this is the beer goat. We got to save it. This is a schemer. Schemers tell you what they do on the turn. Sometimes you don't necessarily know what they'll do, because they might have multiple different schemes, and that'll randomly get a scheme, but that'll be later. The beer goat that we're working on protecting has the keyword ability Heroic, which means it counts as a friend to us and an enemy to our opponents. So Gurky's Backstab lets him stab things that are threatening the beer goat, as would be correct. The beer goat's full of our favorite beer, Dragon Breath Ale.
Dragon's Breath Ale.
If you want to know more about Dragon Breath Ale, head over to our Discord channel, where I enlightened people to the information that we had put in the Guide to Inns and Taverns.
Chris Hollywood has half turns are optional. No, half turns are optional in this demo scenario.
For the demo.
We left them out. We left them out specifically for this, so that we wouldn't have to explain yet another concept to people who have never played the game before.
Correct.
In the game, yes, you play your half turns always. So.
All right. So for the demo, the heroes, including the beer goat, get a bonus turn where we surprise everybody. And it starts with the beer goat going first. It's spilling the Dragon Breath Ale. Leap 3 along the yellow line, yellow escape route. If this figure ends this movement on another figure, that figure takes 3 damage, then move that figure to an adjacent space of the player's choice. And then we also put a 3 damage trap in each space this figure moves out of.
Because he's carrying,
he's leaking Dragon Breath Ale.
Flaming booze.
It says so right here. So that lands there. So 1, 2, 3. Boom. And then,
what happens when a trap lands on somebody?
Oh, no! This poor guy. He just eats 3 damage to the face. So that was Bandit number 2. Right? They're Drunken Bandit number 2. So I take this 3 damage and put it right here on the tracking card. The tracking cards here are where you scatter damage tokens, power tokens, whatever sorts of information you need regarding this guy, rather than trying to keep it next to him, and then when he moves away, you keep it next to him, etc. So that's the beer goat resolving. So good job, beer goat. You did some damage. Next, Fiona goes. So, what would I like to do? These are my ability cards. Fiona has one kind of ability cards. They are cooldown abilities. See this this hourglass right here. When I use an ability, it costs me a certain number of cooldown tokens, and then I can't use that ability until all those cooldown tokens go away. I also have a couple of power tokens here that I got during setup. Huzzah. This guy has 3 health. on him. I mean, I feel like I should go beat him up. So let's do
Yes, do that.
that. I'm gonna beat him up the fun way, I think. So first things first, I'm gonna actually be extra clever. I'm going to use an action. When you start a churn, you have 2 actions and a shenanigan. Action 1 is going to be using on the move. I'm going to just step here. And then I'm going to use my ability, you look ready to rumble. That costs me a shenanigan. So oh, these don't have the backside. So I'll just get rid of that.
What? There's a... Oh, look at that.
Whoopsies.
Well, we're going to have to tap that, I guess.
Yes, we'll tap it. I put 2 cooldown markers on my ability, and then at a range of 4, I pull 3 a foe. So 1, 2, 3, he's at a range of 4. And pull does what you think it does. It pulls the guy closer to me. And I will, of course, drag him through the fire.
Ow, ow.
He only gets to the first one, though, because he perishes.
Oh, wait. I thought you finished the pull.
It's interrupted each time.
Oh, okay.
So, boof. Defeated. One guy down.
Hey, look, we got a guy already.
Excellent. And then for my final action, I'm going to use a fight I'm in. So, boop, boop, boop. That lets me move 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, clearly I'm going to go this way instead of that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. This yellow space is a piece of furniture, and it costs an additional move to go through, so I avoided it. So I'm over here, and I'm going to beat on, I guess, the troll, because I'm pretty sure Gurky wants to beat up the troll too.
Sure.
Oh, look at that. So Red Dragon Inn, Tales from the Red Dragon Inn
miss.
uses a damage dice system. All attacks hit. We are consummate professionals. We are just determining how well they hit. So I will always do at least 1 point of damage. So 1, 2 damage. That's the number of stars. I may also contribute damage boost tokens that I had collected from my items. So I'll do that. So I've dealt 4 damage. And I've inspired my friends.
Yay! Go Fiona! Yay!
Yeah! If you roll more exclamation marks than there are dice in the epic pool, you add a die to the epic pool. And Gurky will show off why that's cool later. But
Yay!
yeah, 3 damage to the troll. Boom. And by 3 I mean 4 damage to the troll.
That's what you did. 4 out of... By the way, one thing he didn't explain is that this tells you how many they actually have.
Yeah. So this guy's sitting here at 16 health.
16? Gambling?
Gambling? All right, and then I hand these
same.
tokens over to Gurky, because Gurky's going next.
Great. Here I go. Okay,
Lord
there's this.
today.
Okay, then I probably should have looked at what I was going to do the entire time I was Sam was doing stuff. Okay, I'm going to use this here cooldown ability called Mystic Hookshot for an action.
This charge ability.
Charge ability. Did I say cooldown?
Yes.
Charge ability.
Charge.
The start. I can use them I can use them immediately. I don't have to wait for them to come back online, but it has that many charges, and when they're gone, they're gone. So this is one of my 3 charges. I'm gonna range for I didn't get promoted. I can't delete this.
Oh,
Okay,
let me do that. Promote. Blam.
Range 4, attack a foe, and I can place the target adjacent to you or place your figure adjacent to it. So look, hey, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the troll. So I'm going to attack the troll. And I'm going to also use this epic die that I will use to empower my attack. I get the right word. Empower my attack.
Empower attack.
So in addition to my yellow die, I also get this even better black die. Here it goes. Da, 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 da. 3 damage. Now, there's an inspire in there, but unfortunately you can't chain inspires. This roll already includes an epic die. You can never gain epic dice off a roll that contains an epic die. You can't go infinite with your epic dice.
Correct.
I'll have to wait. Okay, so I do 3 damage to the troll.
Yeah.
as follows, and then I can place the target adjacent to you or place your figure adjacent to it. I choose the latter. I
Yes.
go. This will put me in
So
the way of the beer goat. I don't really want to do that, so I'm gonna do this.
seems good.
Then I have this thing called backstab, which will be pretty swell. I'm gonna let's see, 7. Should I go after the other bandit?
No, it's up to you.
A little bit. It's a little bit crossing the streams. I should probably not do that. Okay, I'm gonna hit and run, which is a cooldown ability.
Yes, Gurky has both kinds of flavors of abilities.
My leap 1 will be to leap right where I am,
You'll
and
stay
then
where you are.
attack for 3 dice.
3 dice.
Backstab. In fact, he's adjacent to 2 different allies, friendly to me. But no, that does not mean you get the backstab multiple times. So
Okay.
I roll on the troll. Roll the troll.
Crits.
Roll.
No crits. Oh.
No crits. We can't explain that yet. So it takes 4. I have no damage boost token, so he just takes 4. Puts him at 11 Z's.
11 Z's. Ah, such disappointment.
Then my shenanigan
Yeah.
is going to be this here cooldown ability,
Yeah.
where I will leap to here and
Yeah.
gain one of these here evade tokens.
Yeah, those
Done.
would be presently useful.
Right.
All right. And that's
Okay,
the
that
end
was
of the
our
surprise
fancy
round.
turn.
Now they, like do actual stuff. So let's look at the bad guys. So once again, these are scheme blocks. We are going to roll dice for the baddies. The bandits only do one thing, so we're not going to worry about that. But we're going to go ahead and roll for the brute by hitting roll instead of flip. Why isn't that? There we
Yep.
go. Boom. Got an axe to grind. Then, where's my objects? Components. Wait, I could flip these over, can't I? Because I'm smart.
Wicked snap.
Wicked smart. Next on playing the round, haha, we should do this in the actual order. Playing the round, everyone removes a cooldown from each ability.
We got to do
that
this
is on
right. We
cooldown.
played this so much that we were just like, yeah, whatever, loosey goosey, whoever. No, we got to actually teach people how to play this because we presently spend 4 entire days teaching people how to play this.
Exactly.
So we better learn how to do it right.
So all of our abilities that are on cooldown go down. Next, we roll scheme dice, which is what I did already.
Just did.
Then we fill the initiative bag, but there's no bag because the demo doesn't come with one. So we're just going to grab that, and it should
That's
group
not how that
and
works.
shuffle or something like that, but whatever. It'll be
I
fine.
don't think those are. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
everybody, look away while that happens. So this is we're looking at the this is the components from the store demo. Those of you who back Tails notice that you got a smaller version of this because you already have
most
all
of the
components.
stuff.
For the store version of it, we kept the components list low. For example, these tokens are shuffleable so that we didn't have to include a bag. This scheme doesn't have dice on it, so that we could include 1 fewer of the purple dice.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Just practical considerations for making 1,000 of these that we just ship to stores if they want a copy.
Now, if you do have a store and you would like a copy of the demo scenario, you should shoot us an email at support@slugfestgames.com. We'll just give it to you.
We'll be happy to hook you up with them.
We have them. We want you to have them.
So we want stores to show this game. We want people to see. We're already getting feedback to this effect that warms our hearts. That people are basically saying, yeah, this is like Gloomhaven, but friendlier and family. And yeah, so yes, good. That's what we were trying to do.
Excellent. And if you want, you could head over to Board Game Geek and let them know. What do you
Yes.
think of the Red
Do
Dragon
that
Inn?
if you haven't.
All right.
Tales from the Red Dragon Inn.
We are now in the combat phase. So I'm going to use the magnifying lens instead. First, we activate the Beer Goat. Beer Goat always goes first.
Beer.
So it's going to go 1, 2, 3
Ow.
spaces. And 1, 2, ow, to this guy. Poor bandit number 3. Poor dude. Okay. But the beer number 8, the Beer Goat landed on the blue key, and as we all know, blue keys deploy blue enemies. So we have
So
Troll
blue
2.
in this case, blue means the things surrounded by blue, not the actual like blue cards. Although one of them is that. Number 4.
Yes. Someone on Board Game Geek asked why you do the shuffling, and it's so that you get a little bit of randomization on which standees are deployed where, and then that creates novel bottlenecks where schemers catch themselves.
Yeah. So if you haven't been doing that, try it, because it turns out a little bit of randomness there makes a huge difference in like how the scenario actually plays out.
Exactly. All right. Here, Jeff, flip over one of these here tokens.
Okay, here we go. It's going to be
who's going
this.
first.
Blue
It's the
goes
blue.
first.
It's the blue guys.
Rolls.
So,
Rolls.
when you are running a schemer, it's useful to grab that token and plop it down on the one going first. That way you don't forget where you are. And you also get to remember, like, if this guy was shielded or stunned or something like that. So, blue troll number 1 wants to, the nearest friend activates its top scheme. If no friend activated in this way, activate I'm a 1 troll army. So that means he's going to tell the drunken bandit to do something. So the drunken bandit is going to move 4 toward a foe and then do a melee attack for 2 damage to 1 foe. And that could be Ed.
How can he move toward a foe, Sam?
He can move toward a foe by moving toward a foe. But he doesn't actually move toward a foe because he's already here. So he's like, I'm
Already
lazy.
Closest.
Schemers are lazy unless their scheme says otherwise. So if he's already satisfying the target of his condition, getting close to an enemy, he's just going to sit tight. And I think he should attack me because that's not the
So
goat.
also notice melee attack to 1 foe. Well, all 3 of his foes are currently in melee range. So guess what? We get to pick.
We get to pick because we are professionals.
Friendly dungeon crawler, not trying to like elbow you in the face at every opportunity.
So I'm just going to take 2 damage to the face. There's a couple of things I could do. I could spend this shield token and not take that damage, or I can spend this epic die and not take that damage. But I want to take that damage for reasons that will become evident when I have a turn. So I'm just going to take 2 damage and plop those down right here. Notice that I have 9 health. All right.
That was the first troll activating.
Yes. Second troll activates. Same thing. He tells this guy to do something. Now we have choices. Note, he's going to move 4 spaces towards a foe. Well, what spaces have a foe adjacent? There's this one and that one.
Well, there's also
all of these.
those are farther.
But again, lazy. So options are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2. You can pass through, figures can pass through other friendly figures to them.
But
he doesn't want to go here because it's red, and red means dangerous. And while they are lazy, and he would prefer to only make 2 movements, he also doesn't want to die, so he's not going to step onto the fireplace. So he's definitely going to come this way, and we can have him go to the table or here. Both are equally valid options, and it's up to us.
Oh, that's right. I was like, no, that's not true. But yeah, it is, because it's either 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3 around.
Yeah, and I noticed that there's like this yellow line of death. So I kind of want to go over here and let the Beer Goat take 2 damage.
You can let the beer goat take a bit.
It's
and
it's
hopefully
just
not,
a little
you know,
damage. Now the problem is
just,
he will
flesh
then
wound.
also do another 2 damage to the beer goat. But you know what? What's the worst that could happen?
You know, flesh wound.
Flesh wounds, etc.
We'll make who was it that said Green Mage. We'll make Green Mage not feel so bad.
Exactly.
For losing.
All right, so that all happens. Now we could, burn one of these, but I don't think we should.
Meh.
We could save it for later.
Only the last hit point
Only
matters.
the last hit point matters. Classic Samism.
Anyway, okay, so that's
the blue
now
guys.
Blue is done, and so next will be
Ah, no!
Oh, man.
Those
We're
jerks.
just getting everything before us. Okay, 4. Hey, look, he does his thing. He's already moved toward a foe, so he's
Yeah.
lazy, so he doesn't move anymore.
And he punches it.
the beer goat for 2 more.
Ah, stop
Number
it.
8. Number 8 now also doesn't move like he didn't move last time and punches again. But again, now we can pick
Yeah,
who.
do you
Probably
want
me.
to evade?
Yeah, I think it's me because what we then do, I'll explain what these evade tokens are. So I'm going to take my 2 damage.
1.
Evade is a
2.
response.
Green Mage is already
to,
getting flashbacks.
Yes, this is actually so far where this is probably playing out pretty similarly to how Green Mage's game did. So I'm going to take this 2 damage, but then I'm going to leap 2 by using this evade token. I could actually leap 4 if I wanted to spend them both, but there's no point because I really kind of want to end up somewhere around here.
So you jump over the goat, over the table. You're over there now.
I'm over all the things. And that was that, and that was Gray's turn. Both Grays have acted.
Hey, that
So
means it has to
now-
be one of us.
Has to be one of us. Red, no, Gurky.
Gurky,
good.
I think you're fine. Everything's adjacent to a baddie except for this troll.
Everything. I mean, maybe should have gone after this guy, but I'm gonna take out the.
Yeah, I think
take out
that's
the
fine.
popcorn. I'm gonna take out the popcorn. I attack Drunk Bandit number 4 as follows. Wait, you know what? Actually, would you rather I shoot the troll, the nearly dead troll?
Yeah, I think shooting the nearly dead
Actually,
troll
yeah,
should happen
this is better.
regardless.
I'm gonna throw this out there. So it's a charge ability. I use a charge. Attack for 2, except 3 because backstab because he's next to Fiona, but instead this because might as well. Wait, what's that? 9, 10, 11. Yeah, this is.
Yeah, I think this is worth it. It guarantees
Yeah, this is a
it.
probable kill.
Confirm. Hey!
Huzzah! Hey, we got a
crits.
thing. Okay, crits. Crits now. This counts as 1, and hey, also roll again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
6. And if you roll more crits, you keep rolling. So 6 is enough to take down troll number 1.
Troll 1
Hooray
defeated.
for us. That was my first action. My
Yes.
second action will be to actually, do I throw out again?
That's a good question. I mean, just stabbing number 4 softens him up enough to fire him out.
Oh, right,
For
because
fire
he's
to
about
take
to
care of
get
the rest of it.
he's about to get fire pooped. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yes, I just sneak attack.
Sneak
the-
attack.
number 4. So it's backstab. He is adjacent to the beer goat, which is friendly to me, so I get the backstab. So it's this plus 1.
3
plus 1 is
It's exactly
4.
enough.
Well, it's
It's
4.
exactly enough for the future.
exactly enough and slightly more.
Oh yeah, right. Dang. Plus 1.
Shenanigan.
No, you don't have a
might
shenanigan.
Oh, right. This is on cooldown. Yep. No shenanigan for me. Very sad.
No.
Fiona, go.
Yeah.
You take this.
Flippity flippity. Grab these tokens. Okay. I'm going to punch the guy next to me. Number 8. I'm going to punch him real good. In fact, I'm going to shenanigan first, so I could guarantee. No, right. Shenanigan. The honing stone. If I have a damage boost, I gain a damage boost. Otherwise, I gain 2 damage boost. So I will
Yay.
take 2 damage boost tokens.
Good-
Thank you.
Good question. Good question from Where's Walleye. Does Thieves' Canter allow you to stop on a trap? No. These traps you pass through during
Yes.
this move don't trigger. It's intentionally worded that way. If he lands on something, TS, he's still taking
Yeah,
it.
is not good. All right. I'm just going to finish off this this guy back here. So, boom. I'm going to get 3 of these cooldown markers. I don't just wear all this armor for defense. I, in fact, actually bash you in the head with it. Did I roll a 3? I didn't!
Nope.
But that's why I've got damage boost tokens. Yay, 3 damage.
3 damage is enough for these piddly little dudes.
Damage boost tokens. They're Fiona's best friend.
Pretty much. They're Gog's best friend, too.
They're God.
Actually, they're pretty much
everyone's best
everybody's
friend.
pretty much everyone's best friend.
It's always tragic when you leave like 1 hit point left, and you're like, no, I wish I didn't. My next action and last action isn't very exciting. It's on the move. I'm just going to move 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't go there, so I just end here.
Wait, shouldn't you go the other way? Shouldn't you like end up here?
I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Oh no, so no, yeah, I get what you're doing. I'm part of my problem last time is that I tried to anticipate in here, but then these guys ended up being a problem for me.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But
Sam's doing a
being
smarter
here, I
thing.
think, is fine. I think this is a fine place to be because the goat's going to be right next to me. All right, cool.
Mhm.
Easy peasy. There we go.
Hooray! We have survived another.
We
round.
have survived another
Yes.
round. We have not lost. Objective phase, check for fireplace damage. That's when the fireplaces deal damage. And then if the beer goat is on the yellow X, we win. Oh, it's not. So we don't.
Another rules question. When playing Zod, is activating Pookie optional? I think so. I don't remember. Did we not answer that in the rules?
I thought we did, but Jeff will look that up while I do some admin on the table.
I think so. I think it is optional, but if you activate him, you have to do what he says.
Do
So,
what
for
it says,
example,
yeah.
one of his abilities has like him swapping places with moving Zot to Pookie or Pookie to Zot, and that if you're resolving that thing, you have to do that, even
Yeah.
if you want to, even if you would rather keep them where they are.
But given action tiles, you don't have to use all of your action tiles each turn. So you could just choose not to activate Pookie.
I'm pretty sure that is allowed, and I'm making a note to make sure. To make sure on that.
Yes, good question. All right, moving along. That's the end of the objective phase. Back to the ready phase. We all remove a cooldown marker. Yay.
Oh yeah, cool down.
Soon. Then we roll scheme dice. So we roll for this guy. He's going to do the angry laughing. Then we fill the initiative bag. Oh look, there's still a bandit. So we put the bandit and all these guys in, and then Jeff looks away while I shuffle.
And then right, I'm not seeing anything, and we could have just made a bag. But
Yeah, we could have. All right.
Okay.
Activate
Beer goat
the
first.
beer goat. 1, 2, 3. This guy poofs.
Ow! He gets a 3 damage trap dropped on his head, and then that's that.
We got some damage traps back here this away. Doing the happy screens. Landed on a purple key, which deploys purple
key?
minions. So we've got...
This one says 3+.
Yes. So we've got number 4, number 1, and number 2.
A new kind
of
thing.
minion. So, what
means now we do
happens
this.
when you deploy a minion that was not previously on the map during the ready phase? You roll the scheme die for that minion. And you also place their token in the pool. And then Jeff looks away.
Yeah. Okay. And then the beer goat has now activated.
And the beer goat is done.
Now we do the us stuff, and it's going to start
Mhm.
with this.
No.
Gray. No, they
It's
just
the
came out.
Greys.
No, move forward towards a foe. Okay, here we're gonna have all
I'm
sorts
gonna
of like
zoom in
tracking,
on
and
this
we're gonna tell you
map.
how to do this.
The first guy to go is number 1. So 1,
All the
2,
various
3.
spaces he could go
1,
are here. He could
3,
go
4.
here. He could go around to here, but all of those are longer.
Mm-hmm.
So Sam's just counting out, and
1,
it turns out
2.
1, 2, 3 is the unique shortest path, and so that's
Exactly.
what he takes.
And he
It's
punches
safe,
me.
it's short. Ow! Fiona.
Ow, my body.
My
I
Fiona.
take that. There we go. Then
This is actually very interesting to demonstrate because now number 4 has
a bottleneck.
has limited choices. He can't go. Well, he could go through here, but then he'd end up in the fireplace.
Yep.
He could go over to here, but he'd end up on a trap. So he kind of wants to go here.
Yeah.
And it turns out there are multiple ways he can do that in
1, 2, 3,
4
4.
movement.
1, 2, 3, 4. So he ends up here either way. So
Punches
has to come
me.
after Gurky.
Am I evading again? No, I'm staying. I'm staying here. I'm taking the 2 and staying here.
Yeah. And we're being super clever and using these traps to kind of funnel people. Because now it's really hard for them to get to the goat.
Yay, we're clever and stuff.
Cleverer and stuff. All right, who's next? We got Gurky.
Chop and Stance, another one. Okay, so this is all in appendix, I think F or something. Chop and Stance asks if schemers want to move toward you, but there's traps in all nearest spaces and they attack at range. Does their laziness and want for safety override the command to move, or are they too dumb to know they're in attack range? They are in fact too dumb to know. So if their movement would, if the command is move toward a foe, and then they are going to try to get all the way to that foe, even if they're ranged. So one of the ways in which we are, friendlier than other games like Gloomhaven is that just by there's a few things like this that where the monsters are just a little bit dumber than
Yes.
in some games.
Now, as you get later into the campaign, you will encounter foes that are smart enough to stop. But they will make it quite obvious that they are going to attack you from
They say that they
range.
do that. Yeah, they say that they do that.
Yeah. But basically, and it was also like I wanted to prevent players from thinking that they could just kite an enemy. Because you move into range of 4, and then you attack from 4 spaces away, and then Fiona walks away, and the guy doesn't do anything for 2 turns because he has to try and catch up to Fiona. So, so a little bit of that. Anywho, who we got next? It's Gurky. Gurky. There's only one guy that is adjacent to an enemy.
That's true. I
yeah.
don't get my bonus here.
No bonus.
I might just.
Does
I don't know. I
bonus.
may. I'm gonna probably just hook shot this guy.
Oh yeah, because there's traps next to him.
Yeah,
And then
I'm
going to be next to an enemy.
Oh,
you're,
you're
you're clever.
You want me to hook shot this guy or maybe this guy?
Huh.
Leap 3 to the beer goat, melee attack. See, this guy attacks everybody though. If I put him here, I'm literally giving him a perfect shot.
Yeah, I mean, not if he's dead.
I suppose.
You know, there's
I
a non. I mean, he
suppose.
won't shoot you because you could just run away.
I suppose.
Live daring, do it.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2. All right. YOLO. YOLO MFers. So I'm going to play Mystic Hookshot on the red guy.
The red
Wait,
guy.
is that 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, I'm at range 4. Okay, that's good. So I just do this for this.
Hey, you inspired
Great.
yourself. Fantastic.
I got-
Everything we wanted.
I do 1 damage to this guy.
Yeah.
I place myself next to him or him next to me. I place him right here.
Boom.
Right here.
3 more.
In his dream position to melee attack all foes.
It is quite a dreamy spot.
There is a chance that we're going to be sad here, but probably not game-losingly sad.
Yeah, I think
so
it'll be
then,
fine.
then
Just
I'm
think of
actually
how
going to
cool
waste.
this would be if it works out.
Right. I'm going to waste this, throwing this out here for this plus backstab, plus this epic die, plus this action, all on the guy I just pulled. Lots of damage.
Hey,
Okay, that's
crit on the good die.
4, 5,
6, 7.
7.
You pixeled
Nope.
him.
I pixeled him, and I have no damage boost tokens.
Pixeled. Ah, the
Ta-da.
audacity.
There's still, I mean, if next is
If I
red,
go
then
next,
we're
it's
sad.
fine.
But or if he goes next, we're fine. Where am I? I'm here. We got this guy. I'm gonna stay where I am. I think
Yeah.
this guy will come around and punch me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Oh, then he'll just move to here.
Well, I mean, if you're here, this spot is equally far away from this spot.
2, 3, 4, and then I don't get hit.
Mm-hmm.
So we're next leveling the troll. We're saying, okay, troll's gonna move to here, and we're being that guy. So by the way, at your game, if that guy is taking forever, tell that guy to stop and play the game. So I'm going to do this shenanigan to leap to here,
gain
and
an,
then gain another
gain an
evade
evade.
token.
Good stuff.
This isn't quite where I want to be, but it saves me some damage.
Yeah.
Yay.
And I think we'll be fine. Who's
Next
next?
up will be
It's me!
Yay!
Yay!
We don't get punished by
Never
my YOLO.
punished.
Yay.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna just power attack because it has this special ability called Splash 1, which does 1 damage to the things adjacent to the thing I punch. Which would happen to be the Goblin Arsonist taking 1. So I'm gonna punch Drunk Bandit number 1 with my basic attack. And
Chris
I
Hollywood says
inspire
somebody
myself.
should 3D print a larger beer goat that can hold the drink deck. It's in the center of the play area. Like Bald Monkey says, put gold for the inn. I don't hate this idea. I honestly, I do not hate this idea. Maybe Jen can try that for us.
All right, Goblin Arsonist defeated by the splash.
Hey, you got
damage. Got him.
Oh, you have a splash ability,
Power
which is perfect for
attack.
this. Whittly wow.
And then I mean, I could do. I'm here and can absorb damage from these attacks, so I'm going to actually improve my capabilities for the next turn.
Okay.
And catch my breath, which allows me to remove a cooldown token from one of my abilities. And that is my
Huzzah.
second action, and then I choose not to shenanigan, because everything is on cooldown.
Very sad.
All right.
All right, next up is hey, look, red, but there aren't any left.
Hey, we defeated them.
Yay, we got him before he could do his thing, and so
Woo!
is now happening.
Move forward.
So now we do that thing. Now we see why I was all clever. So there are 2 ways he can move to the beer goat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or there's 3 ways.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4 or 4.
Yeah.
But this is the same as the thing we counted last time. So
Mhm.
it is our choice where he ends up. They are all 4. They are all safe. So we get to pick.
I think the beer goat just eats it. What could go wrong?
Yeah, I mean the beer goat's taking damage regardless, so we
Yeah.
might as well make it just
3,
the beer
4.
goat.
And he attacks the beer goat for 3 damage. Now we could reduce it by 2, but we could also just
YOLO.
hold on to this and keep YOLOing.
The best defense is a good offense.
Exactly. If it's dead, it can't hurt us.
Yeah. Get to that door, goaty.
Go goat.
Go, goaty. Okay, Green Mage. Probably a question for Jen, but do these minis need to be primed before painting, or can they be painted on directly?
I
great
would
question that I
prime them. Just from my limited experience and feeling the plastic and that sort of thing, like prime your minis always. There's almost no reason to not prime your minis unless you're doing like an oil dip or something like that. But then I wouldn't do that with plastics. I would do that with metal minis. But yeah,
I don't know any of this. I've never painted a mini.
I mean, you could get away without priming them, and I did that in middle school. But you'll always have better results if you prime first. So just go out onto your porch or parking lot or something, stick them all in a box, and just get some looks from the Michael's associate when you go buy primer. All right.
Okay, is that round over?
Yes.
That's round over.
Let's ready phase this. Oh, objective phase. No one's in the fireplace, and the beer goat's not on the X spot. So we keep going.
Remove a thing. Cool
down markers. All of my abilities except for the rock.
Uh-huh.
All right, you're almost back.
Yeah, I'm almost tapped out here.
Yeah, but I mean, we've only got 2 more turns.
What? Well, and this is why you have at least 1 or 2 fancy pants, pretty good abilities on your hero mat.
Remember, if an ability isn't on cooldown, it's always on cooldown.
Some people play these kinds of games are like, but then it'll be on cooldown, and I just use it. Use it.
Use the ability.
Just use it.
Pretend you're playing an arena shooter or arena defense game. You have to just be constantly hammering your abilities. They should always be on cooldown. All right. Anyway, let's see. We got to roll these dice just for this guy because this guy's not here. Now. He's yelling at us again. We build the initiative bag. We got this. We got that. We've got me. We've got you. And,
Huzzah.
And shufflers.
And then shuffle them around while I'm not seeing it. And then the beer goat goes. Well, he doesn't drop a trap on anybody this time, but he does
split the room in half. 1, 2,
trap,
3.
trap.
Wait a second.
And then we
There's
get a
one
whole
too many
bunch
of these. Shh. There we go.
What? There's only supposed to be 6?
There's only 6. And if you the second half of this ability says that if all 6 tokens have been played and you still need to place them, you replace them. You pull from the furthest away from the track. It burned out basically.
I totally thought there were 7, but anyway, there we go. There's this.
Yeah, this looks terrible.
But we also get new dudes. Lots and lots of new dudes.
So number 3, number 6, and number 5.
5.
Number 3.
3 troll.
And number 1.
And 1 goblin.
And this
is now in play.
Okay, it's angry.
Stuff just got real.
It got real.
Here's where the game actually begins.
Here's where you're like, man, I sure hope that you've been keeping things safe. All
hope
right.
you've been paying attention, everybody.
I windmill slam this
bag. Activate the beer goat.
Hey, it's me.
Wow, look at that.
Fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This fire's in the way, so I'm going to tell this guy to come get some. You look ready to rumble. Boom. Copy paste. Range 4.
Roll 3 FO.
1, 2, 3, 4. And he comes 3 spaces closer. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look! Thank you for clearing all the fire.
Oh yeah, that is 1 space closer. I was like, wait, is this 1 space closer? Yeah, it goes from 3 away to 2 away.
Exactly.
So careful when you're pulling. It's very easy to get into a situation where you think you're pulling someone closer, but actually one of the movements is actually lateral to you and doesn't get them closer. That is illegal. So careful on that. Wait, you got him already?
Yeah, he took 6 damage going through all the fire.
Right. I keep thinking these guys are 8. Yeah. Yep.
All right, so I feel accomplished now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wish.
Adventure Kit 8. So play aggressively. Got it. In this scenario, yes.
Yes.
Not every
Not every scenario. No.
There are definitely some where that is a really bad idea. So you'll see when you get there.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna fight. I'm in. I move 4 spaces, then I make an attack. So 1, 2, and then 3, 4. I climb up onto this.
3, 4.
And you know what? I'm just gonna punch this guy because he's here. And that makes the most sense to me. So I'm gonna grab these 2 dice. I could grab this, but it won't kill him, and I might give you a bonus die, Jeff. So
Great.
I do.
I'll take it.
Yay!
Notice it gets harder to get successive epic dice.
Exactly.
I
will go ahead and do the inspiration, or
Yeah.
the damage boost token. So he takes 3. 3 damage to Troll 3.
Yeah.
And then I've got another action, which is just going to be a power attack, I think. Oh, I mean, I've got damage. Let's do. You know what? If it's on cooldown, it's always on cooldown.
Okay.
So the armor, it does a bunch of stuff, and maybe I do take this. What is that? That's going to be.
I mean,
6 to a lot of damage.
yeah, I see no downside.
Yeah, I could get lucky. Oh, well, okay.
1, 2,
All
3,
right,
4, 5, 6.
Another crit. 7.
7.
7
Okay.
damage. So
Not bad,
boom,
not bad.
bump. There we go.
Not bad.
Is good. I did good.
That was a turn. Let's see. The game so far is full of opportunity choices of various types. Yes, that's kind of
Yes.
the point. From loadout on down. Like it's lots of. This is one of those games where you're just constantly making little tiny choices.
Yes.
And how you do depends on that.
And I did as best as I could to try and come up with multiple different builds for each character. So you can play. This one guy on Board Game Geek has his 7-year-old playing as Gog, and Gog has a very straightforward build of just punch the thing. None of my cards have a lot of words on them. I just move and I hit, or I hit harder.
I did that a lot in playtests. I just played basic Gog.
Yes, but if you like to play racquetball, Gog can build himself towards just throwing someone into a wall and bouncing them back and forth off of it, and doing a lot of not area damage, but map feature related damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
okay. Next up is going to be
Red.
No. Red. Leap 3 toward the beer goat.
I can't even be smart and prevent him from leaping towards the beer goat.
There's nothing for it except for him to go here. That's the only choice. Melee attack 3, all foes. That's Fiona and Goaty.
I take the well. I did heal 1. I keep forgetting to heal
McGee.
1. I'm gonna go ahead and use my shield and take only 1 more damage, and then the beer goat, unfortunately.
7 goes to 10.
Okay.
Goaty McGoatington. All right. We got this. We got maybe this. We got this maybe.
We'll see.
Next up will be
the blue guys.
Number 2 is going to move toward the beer goat.
Yeah.
He has to go. He can't go through me.
3,
1, 2,
4.
3,
he gets
4.
all the way there.
Yeah, this is the only choice. It's the only choice, and he attacks everybody. So Fiona and Goaty McGoatington.
3 damage to the goat. 3 damage to me.
Fiona. This is gone.
That's gone now.
Okay, well.
And I regret spending the epic dice on damage instead of punching something.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
And
so this guy must go here.
Yeah.
Because it's the shortest way there. Mm-hmm. And then Beer Goat takes more damage.
Beer Goat takes 3, and Gurky takes 3.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's me. It's a
Would
me.
you- would
Do
you
I
like to
do I
evade?
move? Well,
You can spend
yes,
both
because I
tokens.
can. No, I don't need to. I want to. Wait. Well, no, I don't need to. I'm gonna take the damage and evade to here.
Seems good.
So that this guy has another target other than the
Yes.
beer goat. That was blue. Come on, Gurky.
Brilliant.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay. Number
We're
one.
boned.
Wait, where's this guy? Oh, he was defeated. I was like, why is he standing in space? Okay, number
That's
one
good.
goes first and goes 1, 2, 3, punches Fiona. Uh-oh.
Ow.
3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm still there.
No,
I'm
you're
still
not,
fine.
You're not yet.
I'm still fine.
still good.
All right.
good. It's still
Then
good.
number 3.
3.
Oh, look, it's Fiona. I'm going to. Oh, it's made easy. This space costs 2 spaces. This space costs 1. So
Yes.
lazy hits
That's the
Fiona,
only choice.
and we get to show
Hey,
off.
what happens now?
I'm dead. Game over. No. This isn't even my final form. I flip over to Fiona. This is my wounded side. Those of you who were observant may have noticed that this said fresh previously. Now I'm wounded. When you become wounded, you typically get not necessarily worse abilities, just different abilities. For instance, I no longer have splash damage, but I instead cleave and hit it 2 things for damage. I also, most of us have a reaction ability once we're wounded. Trigger, when you become wounded, I gain 3 shields. So not only do I have 9 health, again, but I also have 3 more shields.
Yay.
I'm here to face tank all of the damage. Let's go. If you can't handle
All right,
me at my wounded, you don't deserve me at my fresh.
Uh-huh. That was grade number 3, so we move on to grade number 4.
And he's like, but
Look,
but
he
I can't get
but
anywhere.
I can't, but I'm blocked in. He can't even like run into that. Okay, he could go this way.
Yeah.
So here's how you actually do it, and this is what the reference manual describes in great detail. You first find every possible hex that meets the condition. So in this case, it's a hex next to a foe. Here,
These 2.
here, yeah, it's just those 2, and then you start seeing if there's any legit paths there.
Yep.
If there aren't, it's not like he fails completely. He just goes as far as he can. But remember, they're still lazy, so we have to count how many steps it would actually take him to
4,
get there.
5,
1, 2,
6,
3,
7.
4, 5, 6, 7 to this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he has. He's
to go up
completely
north.
blocked. He has to go around because we are basically a wall to him.
Yes.
So he takes this path and then goes as far as he can along it.
Yep. Sad days. So,
So
1,
that's as
2,
far as he
3.
can.
4th would put
And
him
then
on
he
a figure.
melee.
Yeah.
Then he melee attacks, but he can't.
Yeah.
So yay, the governor called. Number 6, he goes here. It is
Yes, he
literally his only choice.
And he punches you.
Now he can attack goat or me. I vote me, which unfortunately
fair.
wounds me as well.
Gurky's wounded?
Da-da-da. But now, sneak attack is the same as before. Now, every time I attack, I just get +1. Now, those of you who have tails know that this is slightly different than Gurky's actual. So, the actual extra bad poison ability in the game box itself says that he gets
When he
what's it
damages a
called?
foe, when he attacks a foe, he weakens it.
Weaken, right. We didn't want to put weaken tokens in this scenario. So in the now, if you have it, right, if you're playing with your own copy of Tails and you added this, great. Use the weaken. It's great.
Yeah.
But by changing this, the ability for the store demos is slightly different, but kind of the same. And then we didn't have to print
More
weaken
tokens.
along
And then
with it
also
and
explain another thing.
right, and explain yet another thing to new players. So there we go. I am wounded. It is very sad, but now all the bad guys have gone, and it's my turn.
Yeah. Green
I
Mage
hope I can
asks
step-
if Fiona can use her shields to protect the beer goat. No. unless I'm using my own body to protect the beer goat. So,
Pretty much.
So I just have a bunch
All
of
right.
health. Now, Deirdre can, because she can assign beer goats to heroic figures. Like, beer goats, assign shields to heroic figures, like the beer goat.
We need to end up like here, right? I mean, well, if we end up here, he's gonna.
I mean,
burn
I
us,
think
but,
I think you should go here, and I'll try and get my butt to here, and life will be fine.
Well, I can't actually get there. Oh, I can go through the beer goat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I have move 3 now.
You have move
That's-
3.
That's actually kind of bad.
You've got a mystic
well,
hook shot.
I got an evade. Oh, I got a hook shot charge left. I was gonna say I could use evade, but no, I could also hook shot. That's gonna leave right. I'm last, then the beer goat goes first, so we don't have to stay here to protect anymore.
No.
So hooray for us. So yeah, I'm gonna hook shot on ugh. Ugh. 6, I think.
Yeah.
I think everybody else back here, we just have to like leave alone and hope to kill something. So yes, I mystic hook shot the number 6 guy here.
Number 6.
I roll just this.
Ooh, you
Yay!
crit.
1,
2.
2. So he takes 2. I move myself to here
Mm-hmm.
because I can either place him next to me or me next to him.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna hit and run.
I think that's fine.
Although I'm gonna hit and probably not. You know what? No, I'm gonna. Okay, I'm thinking too much. Throwing this out there on.
The same guy, because dead guys are dead.
Yeah, I was thinking if anybody else had more damage. I could actually. No, this guy's got 6.
Yeah, you'd have to get. I mean, there's a non-zero chance.
No. I'm throwing this out there on the same guy, number 6, and I am taking this because we need
To
need
make
dead
sure.
dudes. We need dead effing dudes. There it is.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Good.
Yay! I did the thing.
Yay!
I made the situation slightly better. I have no shenanigan. It's on cooldown. It's very sad. Now we go into the final round.
Yes. Objective phase, fireplaces, beer goat,
Nope.
ready phase, cooldown abilities, go.
Cooldown.
2,
Yeah, I get my shenanigan
3,
back.
4. I
Although-
don't.
These are now gone forever.
Gone forever.
Astute viewers will know that cooldown charge abilities that are gone forever are not necessarily gone forever because there are fancy pants tokens that you get later in the game, but you don't have them in chapter 1 and you don't have them here in the demo scenario either.
Yes. All right, so
Spoilers.
we remove the cooldown tokens, roll the scheme dice. We have both representatives here. Hey, finally not screaming at us.
Yeah, but this could be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 2 of them.
We'll find out.
I'd rather they tell the other guys to do 2 damage than they themselves do 3.
That's true. Okay, here we go. Initiative bag. All right, I'll just flip these over and
I'll look
stuff
away.
and-
And we'll look at this pile of bodies. Oh God, it's so bad. I think we're fine.
I don't know. Like I said, I would have thought that too, and then I lost last time I played this. So.
Yes.
Oops.
That's what I get for listening to you about violence instead of defense.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes the
goes
best
first.
defense is the best offense.
Right. So that's Sam says
2,
that more than
3.
I do. I just like to point that out.
Boop. Boop. There's a 3 damage trap here and a 3 damage
3
trap there.
on this guy.
And 3 to the arsonist. Good.
Okay. Now we have to survive. If we survive to the end of this round, we're good.
Hey,
that's a good start.
that helps.
That's a good start.
That helps considerably. Is there anything close to number 1 is pretty down in the dumps.
Sure, but you need to
I
end
don't-
up here.
I don't have very many options though. So I'm going to hit number 1 and Troll 2 because it's the same. He also only has 6 health left.
Cleave.
Cleave. So that's 1 die plus 1 to 2 foes. Hey, inspiration.
Ooh.
So which
1 die plus 1. So
yes.
2 to both of those dudes.
Yes. Now I'm tempted.
Wait, not that guy. Not that guy.
What? I attacked the troll 2. Oh, troll 3. Oh, yeah.
I mean, as much as I would like.
Yeah. And then I rolled the epic dice, so I want to do it again. But you know what? I'm just gonna walk over here and stand there and use my body to protect my friend, the beer goat.
So that's those, and you have no shenanigan.
No shenanigans.
So you're done.
I am done. I am done.
All right, come on, something bad.
It's Gurky.
Okay. Good. I'm gonna. Wow. Do I try to defeat this guy? So none of the soft guys are near me.
Yeah.
And I used. Remember that time when I used up all of my ranged attacks on like guys that were right next to me? Remember that? That was cool.
I remember
awesome.
the time.
That was awesome. Let's see if I do that.
I mean, I think you're just stabbing this guy twice and hoping for the best.
Yeah, so they'll fill in there. So by the way, I think I don't know if we mentioned this. If the beer goat goes down, we lose. If either of us go down, we lose.
Yeah.
So I can't just, YOLO my way in here because then I'll take like 11 gazillion damage.
Yeah. I mean, you can kind of YOLO your way and then YOLO your way out.
I may still take 11 gazillion damage. We'll have to see. I may even. What do you think of me not using this?
I think that's fine. I don't think you're going to kill confirm. Let me put it that way.
Yeah,
unless
and
you're
fact,
going
I don't
in
even
deep,
have.
So
no, I don't even have backstab on anybody. There is literally no monster on the board that I have backstab on right now.
Yeah.
So, crap. So what I'm doing first is hit run.
Mm-hmm. Because it rolls 2 dice
with no backstab and no epic die on the red guy in front of me.
Hey! You also attacked a foe, so it got +1.
That's true. I deal +1, so I deal 3 of that dude.
Okay.
And we got another epic die, which we probably save for defense.
I would.
Yeah, we're gonna save that for defense. So I'm just gonna sneak attack. So by the way, those of you watching and haven't seen us like play test the hell out of this game is how painful it is for both of us to leave epic dice for defense. So yeah. My second attack will be just sneak attack, no epic dice, no backstab, so just this +1 on the red dude.
Hey! 1, 2. +1 more, because it's an attack. You've got extra bad poison. Plus it's an attack.
3. Well, we didn't take him down.
If you used the 2 epic dice, we would have.
That's true, and then we would probably die to the hitbacks. So there's that. Hooray! And now we basically gotta run the gauntlet. We got lucky and we got to go first this round, but now we gotta run the gauntlet. So,
Gray. Oh, that's easy. So this guy, 1, 2 spaces. 1, 2. Adjacent to a foe. Hits me for 2.
There's no way closer.
I've got a shield token.
Shield, yay.
3.
Gray 3.
1, 2. Hits me for 2. I got a shield token.
Hey, shield token. 4, Gray. Okay, this one. Now it gets a little harder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if he goes around this way.
Yeah, he goes around this way then.
So he goes around along the way.
1, 2, 3, and then runs out of movement.
Oh no, I can't get there. And he swings his axe, but I'm like, haha, I'm Gurky. F you. Woo is next.
No.
Okay, now here's where things get a little dicey. Because they're not actually doing anything except telling other people to do things. So, 2. The nearest friend activates the top scheme.
So he tells
this guy
he tells the troll.
Oh, right. The guy right next to him. Jeez.
So
activate your top scheme.
All right. He's trying to get to the goat.
Ooh.
So that's the only space that he could get to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he either goes up here or down here.
Note that he does not go. Wait a minute. Does he go through? No. Because you minimize damage taken. Because so
Yeah.
he could get there if he
Wanted to eat 6 damage along the way.
Wait, isn't there a rule that says that they if they do it that way they prioritize using all of their movement? Oh, yes, but he is using all of his movement anyway. Okay, so there is a rule in the rule book that says that if you're relegated to using an unsafe path, that the bad guy will actually prioritize using all of its movement over safety. But in this case, there's actually more ways he can use all of his movement. So I think he doesn't go all the way here. I look in the appendix. We might be getting this wrong, but I think this is correct that he moves here and not to here, eating all the damage.
Correct. I believe that is indeed the case.
Yeah. Now, however, he attacks all foes, but there's no. He melee attacks all foes, and there are none next to him. So now we go on to 3, which is the guy that actually just moved, and he can now
order
get next to the beer goat.
This guy, or this guy. Because remember, they're doing the axe scheme.
Yep, he's activating. Yep, sorry.
And in all reality, we should just have him tell this guy to punch me.
That works.
I just eat it. And by eat it, I mean I've got a shield.
He takes that.
Yeah.
Okay, that was blue. We survived blue. Now we just have to survive this guy, and we win.
Yay. And you set him up.
He leaps.
You set him up, Gurky.
Oh, yeah.
Look at you,
I didn't
Jeff.
even realize this. Okay, check it out. He leaped forward to the beer goat. There is only one way he can get next to the beer goat.
Yeah.
And that is to jump on this trap and die.
Yay!
That was a silly ending. That was a very Tales from the Red Dragon Inn ending. I'm like, oh look, he goes to the stupid thing.
We were worried, and then we remembered that they're drunk.
I remembered that the monsters are a little bit stupid in this game, at least early on. Yes. Don't worry, they get smarter later.
Yeah, they get mean. Hello, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snakes, hello. Just first time chat. For Liquid Snake, you are just in time for us to be done. So safe path, and yes. Why? Bottled Monkey says, "Why did you not want to do that, Jeff?" Sorry, not want to do what? Who else has questions? This turns out this scenario gets a little complicated at the end, both strategically and rulesily.
It gets tricksy.
There's no other way to reach a target. It will step on a trap. If there is literally no other possible way, if it had infinite movement, then it goes there, right? So again, I think it's Appendix F, and it's a whole big, you need a PhD in computer science to read it. But it's so movement, schemer movement is 3 10,000-foot steps. It is first find all possible spaces where the dude that meet the dude's condition, like next to a foe, or next to the beer goat, or in a shop. Oh, spoilers! There's a shop later.
It's okay. We shared that one. We spoiled
first,
that one intentionally.
Right. Number 1, find all the possible spots you can go to. Then just start actually counting them. Like, what is the laziest safe path to get there? And then move them as far along as they can go along that safe path. So find the hexes, find the lazy path, move along the lazy path. Now, each of those 3 Uber steps has like a dozen sub steps to tell you all the cases. Like, if there aren't any safe spaces, what do you do? If there are safe spaces, but you have to go around and that makes it so you can't reach it, right? What do you do? So yeah, appendix, it's called schemer movement. It's a whole 3 whole pages of the reference manual. So Anyway, uh, oh, Bottle Monkey, use all. Why did he not? Why did I not want to use all my long range stuff at close range? Because I had a chance. If I had had that left over at the end of the game, I would have had a chance to kill Troll 3.
Yeah.
And those guys, as you saw, those guys ended up being the biggest threats.
Yes.
So that's why I wished I still had range because I probably could have taken that guy down. So, I could say, didn't mean to want the tabletop.
I covered it. I pointed them towards
Great.
the Discord.
Discord
Pointed
channel.
them at the
whole
Discord.
Bunch of people.
That's a great
Whole bunch of
place to
people.
ask questions like that.
Whole bunch of people who use Tabletop Simulator like every freaking day. So, what else? Who's got questions? We're stoked about this. Tails is finally gonna be in stores. And it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
So, this is good. We hope you like it. Yeah, if you haven't played it yet, play it. If you don't own it yet, I mean, well, you can't buy it right this second, but you'll be able to buy it in a couple of weeks. Pre-order it on Amazon. So yeah, Tales from the Red Dragon Inn. Again, happy birthday to Jen. Are we playing next week? I think we're back next week.
Yes.
Watch our socials. I'm pretty sure we are streaming next week, but then the week after that is Gen Con, so no stream. So see y'all soon, and have fun and game on, and yeah, see ya. Bye.
All right, bye everybody.
Bye.